Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Schaden and this is a video in an ongoing series where I try to hotlap every street circuit in Forza Horizon 5. Now this is the Tierra Prospera circuit, which needs a different setup from the one that I had before. So I wasn't really happy with the understeer in my car and I'm trying to kind of tune it out of the car. I think I will do that. Oh yeah, right. I've also been stiffening the springs a bit, because I thought like my front was a bit too soft, and I will adjust the rear so they're a bit stiffer than the front. Maybe that will make the car roll less on throttle and leave a bit more weight on the front axle in order to combat the understeer that we've been facing in the previous few videos, as you might have seen. Now the Tierra Prospera circuit is very much a grip-based circuit, which is perfect for my car, because this one, it does have acceleration and the power to like back the acceleration up. However, it does not have top speed, but it does have a lot of grip. So even from a standing start you can see against this ghost here, which is I think someone who's in my friend list, and you have an easy time of catching up. I think the time that is set by the ghost was set on a flying lap, but on a car it has a bit less power, I think. Now anyway, I don't know this track very well, but it is quite intuitive to drive, in my opinion. And that allowed me to set quite a good lap, honestly. Here the last corner is a bravery corner. Do you dare to keep your left foot on the throttle? I don't know. I think I've skipped forward here a bit. Oh yeah, I'm in the voiceover. That's the word. And just talking over a recording that I've edited a while ago. Now here we are set up against a R8, I think, which is a very grippy car if you tune it right. However, my Super reigns supreme in terms of grip. Now, I've been chasing this lap time for a bit because for some reason I just cannot string it together sometimes, where I will make a mistake and just touch a wall or miss like a goalpost when I cut the corner as much as I can. So I had to take 4 attempts. Once again, that wouldn't stop me from trying very hard, as you can see. And do I leave my foot in? Quite, yeah. And that rewards me with a nice time. Now, of course, I would not have enough, because if I can gain 1.5 seconds on my previous time, surely there must be more time in it, right? Now, this is my final attempt, I think. Yeah, let me just take you through it all. So, as you heard down these parts of the track, the first corner is quite deceptive. You have to brake so early because it's a slight downhill and it extends your braking zone by a bit. Just be careful. I have tuned brakes, but if you don't have them, you might even have to brake a bit earlier than me. Now, these corners here, they seem to be quite slow because of the angle, but in actuality you can be way quicker than I am here because they're slanted, right? So you have more grip than you might think. This one here is kind of a wide 90-degree corner twice, where usually that would be 3rd gear. Here it is 4th gear, just because I have that much space. And once again I keep my foot in. But because it wasn't a flying start, I didn't have the speed to actually make the lap faster than my previous one. But I think it was clean. Now here I really struggled with this braking point. I didn't know where to brake for this. Because if I start too late, I lock up my brakes because I try to brake too hard, which makes me brake less. And if I go too early, I will lose speed and valuable time, which I can make back somewhat in this part, just because my car is that good. Except on this part. I didn't expect this, but the car that we're up against, I don't quite recognize it. My preview window is a bit small. It's very quick on the straights. Despite having like somewhat similar grip levels in the corners. Like I do. A bit less. Oh yeah, you can totally tell. Fuck! This would have been a good lap. I would have had him. Well, it wouldn't have been a good lap, really, but I would have had him. But now I knew that even if I lock up in the first like real corner of this track, I can still make it, which is good to know. That means that if I ever manage to make a lap where I nail that corner, that would be a good attempt. Now here I was a bit all over the place, really. Yep, I couldn't really get my car to where I wanted to put it. I lost a lot of speed, and because of that, I have to make it back here. Now, this is the point where I figure out that I can leave my foot in for that corner quite a lot, which obviously gives me then more speed here, so I have to be very cautious not to collect to the outside. Like here. Oh man, it was so annoying. Especially when you void the lap in like the first part. You can go experiment, like I did here, with a interesting line, honestly. I didn't think it would be this quick. I thought I would lose time. But yeah, especially when you lose the lap in the beginning, you're already doomed, and you know it, so... Like, everything I do now is to figure out where I can be faster than on the previous laps. And here I just refine my line a bit. The last part is not exactly how I wanted it, but the first part is way quicker than it was before. And consequently, we are ahead on the straight and do not get caught. Now here, once again, I tried to take as much speed with me. I did start the final turn a bit too early, so I basically exited too early as well, which meant that I had to brake a bit. Here for the first corner, it's amazing how much speed you can take. I was a bit cautious because I clattered into the wall last time. That's how these things go. And here I went too early on the brake, but still that is fine because with the all-wheel drive car I can accelerate out of corner very quickly. So we gain. And here it's just a lapse of judgment. Like, this was so unnecessary. I was kind of upset at myself for that one. Ah, but here I finally managed to nail it. Like, go wide in the middle, between the two corners there, and then cut back over the apex. So this would be like the perfect scenario. Here I also maximized the track and the speed that I take. You can see I was at 186 kph at the apex of the corner, whereas last time we were at 164. So that is quite the improvement. Now I know I have the speed, I just need to string it together. Will I spot my braking point? Yes, very cautious indeed. Cut it as much as I can, be the throttle as early as I can, and then cut like the track as much as I can. This is also part of being quick in Forza. You need to know where you can cut and how much you can cut without losing speed or missing the goal. I keep it very narrow here, so it's not as fast as I would have liked, but still, we've made so much time in the first part of the lap that it doesn't really matter. Here I'm still not as brave as I thought I might be. Yeah, no, we're back at 160, I messed it up a little, so there's still a bit of time in this one. Now once again, do I keep my foot in? Yes, quite so. And I posted a time slightly above a minute. I think sub 1 minute would be possible, but at that point I had enough. It is a top 1% time anyway, so target achieved. And with that, that is it from my side. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one as well. Goodbye.